Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood home? Hey. That's that. Tune into the reality check, look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood home? Hey. That's that. Tune into the reality check, look.
Whoa, now. What's happening, good people? What's going on with you? Hoping everybody is having a good afternoon. What's today? Thursday? Yeah. Friday Eve. Hoping everybody's having a great day. It's nice outside, boy. I just wanted to stay outside. Just stay outside and enjoy the sunshine and these cool temperatures. All these folks talking about it's cold outside. That's not cold. That's not cold at all. That, my friend, is what you call fall weather. Oh, goodness, that's some fall weather. My name is Gerard Stevens. Glad to know that you are a part of the conversation. Glad to know that you were in here to learn some more. Because we got some stuff to share, baby. We got some stuff to share. Oh, we got some tea. And we got some stories. And we got to talk about some news. Plus, I'm going to go back to my original conversation, too, about you being registered to vote, making sure that you are registered to vote. Because I'm going to go back through the, and make sure that I can check your name if you need me to check your name to make sure that you are registered. We're going to make sure that that's a done deal. So you don't have to worry about it. You can go to your polling place and cast your vote, whether you do it early or whether you do it on election day. And one is fine with me. So we'll get back to some of that too. The other thing too, when I talked about the tea, there's a news story. And they hit it too. When I tell you they hit it. So that nobody could find it. What does that mean? Well, here we go. And I hope that my folks on the West Bank are listening again. Well, you know what? Before I go into it, let me tell the folks on the West Bank I had fun over there last night. Oh, baby, we cut up. We had a ball over at Federal City last night. It was good to see y'all. I got to thank the folks from Concerned Citizens for Better Algiers because they put the doggone gala together. And the gala was fun, as it always is. Every year, it is fun over at Federal City. Concerned Citizens, Chantrese, Miss Millie, all the folks that work very hard. Of course, we want to say Miss Roberta and all the supporters that come over to see what they do, the work that they do. And the residents that were there, they came out to support, and the sponsors and all the other folks. And, of course, the three young ladies that were honored yesterday. Congratulations to them on their award. I need to be saying congratulations to y'all's husbands, because they were the recipients too. They was proud of their ladies. They was proud as they was walking back. I said, go on, pimp off, boy. He did too. Go on, do that. So congratulations to all of y'all. The band was magnificent. The food was good. Got to say congratulations to Chantrese and all the folks with Concerned Citizens and all the folks over at Home Again for doing an excellent job and letting the public know what it is that you all do. And um, I just think it's fabulous that you got an organization doing so much, especially for Algiers, but they doing the work. They doing the work. So congratulations. That's one thing on the West Bank that's positive. But on the other hand, let me go ahead on and tell y'all that after nearly a week in jail, Mr. Low-income landlord Joshua Bruno was set free on yesterday under an order from the Louisiana Supreme Court. What? He was set free on yesterday from an order from the Louisiana Supreme Court citing extraordinary circumstances. The state's high court ordered Bruno's immediate temporary release from the Orleans Parish lockup pending a hearing scheduled for Thursday morning in a civil case involving a dispute with a neighbor. Bruno, 43, landed in jail October 10th on an order from Orleans Parish Civil Court District Court Judge Omar Mason, who found him in contempt of court for failing to make good on a legal judgment over a long-running dispute with a neighbor on Nashville Avenue in Uptown. Bruno was accused of reaching over his property lines years ago, erecting a chain wall and fence, and moving pool equipment and underground electrical lines to encroach on his neighbor's land, and that's what the court records are showing. Mason ruled for the neighbor after a trial in 2022, ordering Bruno to pay to remove the encroachments, and when he failed to comply, Mason began fining Bruno $500 a day, then last month ordered him jailed. Bruno was arrested last week on an attachment while driving in Jefferson Parish and transferred to the Orleans Justice Center. His attorney in the civil case, Patrick Lareau, did not return any messages for a comment, but an attorney for Bruno's neighbor declined to comment on Wednesday. Maybe I need to ask this question. And somebody please just let me know. Because when I saw the story, it actually made me ask the question, can I do that? What you mean, Gerard? Can I do, when I got a problem, if I got an attachment out on me and I got arrested and I was in jail, can I go to the Louisiana Supreme Court and have them to rule on a civil matter? Not a criminal matter, on a civil matter with a encroachment of property lines. Can I do that? I'm just trying to figure that part out. Can I do that? Because I really don't think I can. Is anybody, even asking any questions about how that get done? Let me go back to the story in itself. The story say you in jail for almost a week, but you were released Wednesday under an order from the Louisiana Supreme Court, and they're citing extraordinary circumstances. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me look that up. Extraordinary circumstances. In legal term. Okay. Here we go. Extraordinary circumstances. In general, in paragraph here, it says extraordinary circumstances mean an event or events that is outside of the control of the eligible entity that was prevented and has prevented the eligible entity from fulfilling the objectives described by such entity in the application submitted under subsection B. Examples, extraordinary circumstances include natural disasters or major disruptions to the security or health of the community or geographical area served by the eligible entity. Number 2, a significant economic deterioration in the community or geographic area served by such eligible entities that directly and adversely affects the entity receiving an award under subsection A. Let me see. Let's go back. Extraordinary circumstances means an event that is outside of the control of the eligible entity that has prevented the eligible entity from fulfilling the objectives described by such entity in the application submitted under subsection B. Examples of extraordinary circumstances include natural disasters, which we had one. Have we had a natural disaster? We ain't had no natural disasters lately, ever. No? Okay. Haven't had one of those. Or major disruptions to the security or health of the community or geographic area served by the eligible entity. Well, the only disruption to the community or the security or health of the community or geographic area is actually your ass, because all your properties are slums. So you're the one that's the disruption to the security and the health of the community. Okay, let's go to this one. Significant economic deterioration in the community. Hello? When you were slumlord, don't you think that's the economic deterioration of the community, because you're the one that's causing the property values to go down, and look at all the trash and all the rest of the stuff that you done left out here as a slumlord. Or geographic area served by such eligible entity that directly and adversely affects the entity receiving an award under subsection A. The only person receiving something in this whole entity is you, because you got property and you're a slumlord. So you trying to tell me you were released on something that you're a part of? Extraordinary circumstances? Is it me? How now, brown cow? How now? We got to take a break. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll take some telephone calls, too, because I was like, extraordinary circumstances? Is it me? I mean, y'all answer that question. Is it me, or... Because I'd really like to know the definition, how you get out on extraordinary circumstances. Somebody answer that question for me. More coming up, folks. Everybody hold tight.
This is Monica Pierre along with Sally Ann Roberts Daybone, co-host of Your Power is On.
Your Power is On gospel music show is coming on at a new time. Tune in Sunday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for music that feeds the spirit. Get your Sunday on.
Right here on WBOK 1230 AM and WBOK1230.com, the station you listen to
All day long.
NOLA Public Schools is excited to be on this 2024-25 school year journey with our families, watching our students dive into learning, growth, and success. As the school year continues, our dedicated educators are focused on keeping every student engaged and motivated. Let's keep embracing new challenges, celebrating achievements, and supporting each other to make the rest of this year even more impactful. Stay connected with your school and NOLA PS through our social media channels for updates and resources. We're here to help our scholars. Attend today, achieve tomorrow.
Welcome to Chemical of the Month, a service of the community scientist and Rise St. James. This month, we're focusing on lead, a heavy metal that's dense, soft, and poses serious health risks. In Cancer Alley, lead exposure from industrial emissions or contaminated soil can significantly increase cancer risks and other health problems. Stay informed and protect your health. For more information, visit risestjames.org.
The National World War II Museum. Located in the Warehouse District of New Orleans, the National World War II Museum tells the story of America's experience in the war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today. Visit them online at www.nationalww2museum.org for time tickets and safety information.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM.
Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood home? Hey. That's that. Tune into the reality check. Look. Who bring the power to the people, partner? Who bring the power to the hood home? Hey. That's that. Tune into the reality check. Look.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm gonna have to use that one. Like, Gerard, did you say that? Nope. Well, how did you get out of it? I have extraordinary circumstances. Did you do what you were supposed to do? Nope. Why not? Because I have extraordinary circumstances. Y'all, I didn't know this was even a legal terminology. I guess because, first of all, I ain't no attorney. But now I know. I'm declaring it all the time when something don't go my way. When it don't go my way, I'm going to be like, nope. Can't go that way. Why, Gerard? Because of extraordinary circumstances. That's what we declaring. Same thing that I'm declaring on everything. I'm declaring extraordinary circumstances. But they must have been really working on this one. Y'all must have pulled this one out. Out the bleachers. They had to get this one out the bleachers somewhere. Oh, what? Yeah. So if y'all asking me something today and I say no, I'm gonna have a good reason why. Don't ask me. I'm gonna give you the definition, and you can try to pick out one of the definitions on what it is. Extraordinary circumstances means an event or events outside of the control of the eligible entity that has prevented the eligible entity from filling the objectives described by such entity in the application submitted under subsection B. Examples. Do you know what extraordinary circumstances include? Natural disasters or other major disruptions to the security or health of the community or geographic area served by the eligible entity. Or, number 2, a significant economic deterioration in the community or geographic area served by such eligible entity that directly and adversely affects the entity receiving an award under subsection A. We all learned something today. But I really feel this is my opinion of this one. Y'all know that I like to be the one to say, I don't want to give y'all my opinion until the end of whatever, till the end of the discussion. But in this case, I would say all of us, me, you, and a dog named Boo, all of us have extraordinary circumstances. All of us do. There's always somebody, something, or something that can be classified in extraordinary circumstances. And what I would like to know, since this judge put his neck on the line by the name of Omar Mason by saying to Mr. Bruno, go to jail. Go to jail with 2 bro legs. Go to jail, go to jail. Because he was tired of it. In my personal opinion, I told y'all I don't like giving my opinion until we get to the end of the story, but I'm giving it today. In my personal opinion, it really looks like that name and that money talked a little bit louder than the inconsistencies, maybe the crimes and the disrespect that you had for the judge. That this issue was ignored. And the judge ended up saying, I'm tired of this. And I'm going to show you better than I can show you better than I can tell you. And probably ended that sentence under his breath with biatch. Probably ended it with him. Now, what does that mean for you? In my humble opinion, it means that the disrespect for the law can be had by those that got money and power. But if you try it, you can't take it to the Supreme Court. of the state. Why? Like I said, to take something within a week to the state Supreme Court and they rule on a civil matter and then rule upon it as in, oh, this is extraordinary circumstances. What kind of fraggle knackle bull crap is that? What does that mean? And then you got to look up extraordinary circumstances. Extraordinary circumstances in most dictionaries is when there's been a natural disaster. We couldn't do this, couldn't go to court, couldn't do this. Why? Because of extraordinary circumstances. And usually when it's a natural disaster, they call it a movement of God or something of that sort. How did this show ain't? This show ain't. Well, okay, so I'm not finished with the story. I'm gonna go a little bit further. I'm gonna go a little bit further. How many of you, just by raise of hands, have even seen this story on the news? Is that crickets? How many of you have seen this in the news? And you're not going to. You're not going to. Well, what makes you think that you're not going to? Because he's been in there a week and ain't nobody said nothing on the news? He been in there a week. And we basically been waiting. We over here singing spiritual Negro hymns. Swing low, sweet chariot. Join in there. That's my Deacon Jazz. Deacon.
No, I just wanted to say, you know.
No. I already, I have blessed you, my brother.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are my deacon. The deacon of the board. Mm-hmm. I mean, really, the deacon of the board. They're like, oh, they got a whole board. No. I mean, like the mixing board over there, deacon of the board. You know, you were weighing in on something. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't mean to cut you off, Deacon.
No, I was just going to say, you know, I listened to enough of New Orleans news to know that some stations, you know,
just ain't going to do it.
They just, you know, they turn a blind eye to some criminal activities and criminalities. They just ignore it.
I just thought it was interesting. Let me put it in perspective. I thought it was really interesting that the attorney that was for Ambro had the audacity to say to us, that we'll invite the criminal element to sit down and have a conversation with us. But yet, when we break stories like this one and have all the peas of the pod together, it's crickets. Nobody says nothing. Nada. And then when it's somebody with some money, they not gonna say a word. Cause when they in that crew, yeah, that's what you got, crickets. Cause when you in that crew, y'all know what the crew is, huh?
The cricket crew? The cricket crew?
And a crew. They are in that crew. They do not want to mess up and say nothing. Nada. So I really feel, and I'm going to sing you something, Jazz. I really feel that this story ends up, in my opinion, again, I'm giving my opinion before I hear everybody else's opinion. In my opinion, I feel that this story is a whole lot bigger than just a conversation or something of that sort between he and a dispute and his neighbor. That dispute with their neighbor, to me, is, again, I don't know how far this goes, but the dispute with your neighbor is secondary compared to the trash, the mishandling of property, the slumlordness that you have. Not only did people live in squalor, but I would also say that now that they have been condemned, they're still there and even fenced off now and just sitting in these neighborhoods dormant. There's no way in the world that anybody with any common sense could tell me that this would be the way that we would handle other areas of town. There would be only probably 2, maybe 3 areas of town that I could say that this would happen in, which one has already been proven, which is Algiers. The other one would be probably New Orleans East, because there's some slumlordness going on out there as well. And then maybe Central City, even though that there has been a push to clean up Central City with the shopping center, with the redoing of the roads, with the moving in of folks from other communities into Central City, cleaning it up. But there'd be no way in the world that we would be able to take De Gaulle Manor, the way that it is right now, the way that we have it right now, slumlorded, that we could pick that property up the way that it is currently and set it down in another community, and there wouldn't be a picket outside of the City Hall chambers right now. I would even go as far as saying, let's take a look at the old hospital right there at Iberville by Neo's, which has been sitting dormant for a long period of time. And people in that community started complaining and wanted it cleaned up. put back in commerce. But the developer said, we're going to clean it up, board it up, fence it up, but it looks like we got an investor that wanted to go in and do something with it, but they backed out. So we got to find another one. Times are hard when it comes to real estate and investing into real estate these days in this amount of property that we're talking about. Mass amounts of money. So we took that and we let him board it up, put a fence around it. But yet we still have those folks that are going over there tagging it with graffiti. And it became an eyesore nuisance in the neighborhood. But there's a difference in what we see there compared to what we see in the other two areas. Huh? Yeah. Well, what you haven't seen at the old box building is a dumping ground for trash, a dumping ground for old tires, a dumping ground for old mattresses, a dumping ground for the worst element in our communities that you possibly could. We didn't see that. Well, if they did it where we didn't see it and it was hid. But no, there's no hiding when you go over to the Gall Manor. I don't know what happened. Y'all saying we echoing. Online. So when did these things ever become a real news story? Y'all think about this for a minute. Y'all think about that for a minute. When was these things in our community, our communities, really put in perspective as being blight and hurting the community? We saw the big old building right there off of what street is that? Is that Perdido? That's not Perdido. That's over by the bus station. What's the name of that building that Jaeger owned? The one where the stuff was falling off of the top of the building. We saw that. We heard about that one because we had stuff falling off and hitting people. We saw that one. We even had another conversation when one of Joe Yeager's buildings was the old Lindsey Boggs building. We saw that one. But have we seen and heard anything other than when the fire hit the apartment complex on the West Bank? Have we had a conversation about the Gall Manor other than when you all tried to tell me that an artist that wanted to go over there and paint it up and do some type of artwork might. And it created traffic of people going over there and saying, wow, that's so nice. No disrespect to B Mike. It's still blight. But what about those other two buildings that's right there in the same vicinity? Those other two apartment complexes in the same vicinity. One was even, I think, taken over by the federal government because it was blighted. Guess who owned that one? Oh. Are we talking about the dude that was in jail the past week that just got the extraordinary circumstances put on him? Yep. So we ended up with television stations. We ended up with other folks that we're talking about the road patrol. Oh, we're going to talk about the roads that are busted up that need to be fixed. Oh, we're going to talk about this that needs to be done. But have we been in the primary African American communities to talk about, see for ourselves, and bring up the fact that these blighted areas have been blighted for a long period of time, and they're getting worse? Have you seen that one? Do I need to wait? I'll wait if I need to wait. Have you seen that one? I haven't. Because if you're going to do that type of story, it needs to be constant. Put the pressure on the folks. The only time I even saw something about the old PowerPoint, the old power building over there by Mardi Gras was when the young man fell to his death. Because he in there. What were they doing? Well, you know they weren't supposed to be in there. Who owned that building? Joe Yeager. Oh. Only time I really seen any real conversation about over there off Poland Avenue, the old Navy Station. That's when somebody was in there doing some drugs, got killed, fire. Who owned that building? Oh. Joe Yeager. But what about my community? We talking about millionaires. They got money. Millionaires got money. They just buy the property and let them sit. But they sit in our neighborhoods. But if it was on St. Charles Avenue, they let that sit. Because the people on St. Charles Avenue wouldn't allow it. Nashville would have had a fit by now. There would have been a meeting at the synagogue. The rabbi would have been hosting meetings about blighting our community. See, why we echoing? Everybody saying we echoing. I've just gotten to the point now where I'm like, okay. Special report. Special report by these folks. That let you know about the streets. We already know about the streets. We go down there every day. But do you realize that you pass by blight every single day? The biggest blight owner in the city is actually the city. But do you realize that if there's blight in certain neighborhoods, it's going to get hollered at? They're not even going to speak. They're going to end up in front of the city council. They're going to end up in front of the mayor's office. They're going to sit there with the neighborhood association. They're going to get a couple of attorneys to get involved. And in certain areas, you cannot sit. That's why they don't have that much economic development going on. But yet these big old properties. Oh, let me tell you, I went over to I was on the West Bank yesterday. As soon as I got off on the LD land, they got an old school just sitting there. It's blight. Fix it. And did I say fix it? It's like my mom used to say, you either pig get up off the pot. Stop buying all these properties so that you can just sit there and let it sit there in the neighborhoods so somebody can get hurt. Because that's what's going to happen. It involves a whole bunch of rodents. It brings on crime. It is dark areas because it don't have no power. And what we're going to end up doing is wondering why we find dead bodies around there. You don't know? It's dark. Nobody's there. Oh no. I think I can go on and on with this one. I really do. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break so that they can get whatever this is, this echo thing right. I'm in the echo chamber. They put me in the echo chamber because I keep every time I bring something up of essence, they're trying to mess up my sound. But I'm in the echo chamber. Woo! I can do my Halloween sound. Y'all want me to do my Halloween sound? I'm doing my echo. My Halloween. Mark it up. We gotta take a break.
Start your day off right.
Just get your day started.
Early morning gospel on WBOK 12:30 a.m.
September is National Recovery Month and time to celebrate millions of Americans in recovery. Metropolitan Human Services District wants to remind you that treatment is effective and everyone can recover. If you are looking for a recovery program and you live in the Orleans, St. Bernard, or Plaquemines Parish, visit mhsdla.org or call 504-568-3130. Recovery is possible, and MHSD is here to help. Metropolitan Human Services District, where we change lives.
Hi, it's Dr. Shepard with your Medical Minute. Let's discuss one harmful ingredient in many hair products, formaldehyde. This colorless gas is a known carcinogen found in hundreds of hair care products disproportionately used by Black women, such as Brazilian blowouts and keratin treatments. It increases the risk of cancers such as uterine, breast, ovarian, and of the upper respiratory tract. It's linked to allergic dermatitis, headaches, asthma, and nervous system disorders. The chemical has many names and derivatives, and even products that do not have formaldehyde may release it, such as methylene glycol or formalin. Risks are increased with long-term exposure. Lawsuits have been filed against prominent companies and manufacturers like L'Oreal, Revlon, Sally Beauty, Soft Sheen, and Avalon. In June, there were 8,170 hair straightener lawsuit filings. The FDA has been considering a ban on formaldehyde, but is consistently pushing back the timeline to reach a decision. You can call the FDA and support the ban or submit a public comment. For more information about safe beauty products, call me at 504-858-4696.
This has been a Medical Minute with Dr. Cassandra Shepard on WBOK 12:30 a.m.
Life moves fast, and you don't want to miss a second of it. Keep up with everything you got going on by getting vaccinated against flu and COVID-19. By getting vaccinated, you're protecting yourself from severe symptoms and lowering your risk of ending up in the hospital. Stay healthy and be there for whatever comes your way. Risk less, do more. Get started at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
We back at you. You want me to ask them? Want me to ask everybody? I can ask everybody if they got it. Because it's I know you're working on it. I don't know what's going on with our social media, but everybody's saying it's an echo. Is it still echoing? It's still echoing? All right. Go on, reboot that thing, man. I'm going to tell everybody to get ready. Because it's probably going to reboot, so anybody that want to be online with us, y'all need to do that.